welcome back to my channel. You know I'm in full mode of getting ready right now. I wanted to take you along with me. I am going to a beauty influencer lunch today here in Miami, and I was like, okay, I want to really create this happiness, like this. The venue is very, very cute, very feminine. So I'm going to share with you on Instagram stories where I'm going to be and what's going to happen. So I'm going to take you over there. So if you want to follow me over on Instagram stories, you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to show you my outfit too and what I picked out to go with my outfit. So I have these little patches on from Peter Thomas Roth. I keep them in the refrigerator. These are the Hyaluronic Cloud Hydra Gel Eye Patches. I like to depuff as much as possible, especially when, you know, my hair is not cooperating today, which doesn't make me happy. So Velcro curlers are being defiant. Fine, I got past that. I have the remnants of a nice little blemish here right in the middle of my forehead. Hello, does not make me happy. And so I wanted to introduce you to my happiness pills that I've been taking since last year from Winged Wellness. You know, I've been sharing with you lots of things that I do and I use for my mood. I think it's very important. It's been very important for me for the last 2 years. So I've been concentrating on how do I improve my mood? How do I help support my hormones when they're going through beautiful fluctuations right now? I notice it. So I'm like, okay, I need to really focus in on just being able to regulate to help balance me out. So I have the Winged Wellness 25 milligrams of CBD. You know that I've shared with you my Sleepy Gummies, and that which has CBD in it, and also Sleepy Head, which has the melatonin, does not have the CBD. So I fluctuate back and forth, but my sleep has been amazing. I know from you ladies writing in that you really love these too, which I'm so happy it helps you. That's the whole point of me sharing what I do. So I have the Happiness Mood Support Complex. These are wonderful because it has evening primrose, which I used to take by itself. So now I don't take it by itself because it's in this. 5-HTP, L-tyronase, chaste, black codfish, vitamin D. So you have 30 gels in this. And what I really like about Winged Wellness is it's created for women. This is a unique formulation for women, and it is going to be organically grown hemp. They use a broad spectrum hemp extract in the formula because CBD is just one of many beneficial constitutes the hemp plant offers. I know I'm supporting my mood, whatever I can do, ladies, because you know, different days are different struggles, and that's just a reality. And I know a lot of YouTubers just do makeup tutorials and don't talk about mental wellness, and it's just such a big thing for me, my age, and my audience, because I know we all deal with so many different things besides just hormones, premenopausal, perimenopausal, menopausal, postmenopausal, what have you, whatever category you're falling into. And then we layer it with all of the other things, right? Everything that's going on in the world, our families, just everything. So I just really turn to having really support with my vitamins, with my antioxidants, with my herbs to really help me move through those times of really just not feeling like myself. And it's just part of my regimen. So I have these in my arsenal, and hopefully you'll have all the links below so you can check them out if you want to, if you feel like being happy, feel like boosting your mood like I do all the time. Those are a wonderful way to do it. So we're going to get into our makeup tutorial. I have a new skincare line that I'm going to be showing you. Well, it's not new, it's just been revised, reformulated. And then I have a beautiful foundation that I haven't shown you yet from Japan. And we're going to I'm using all of my products that really make me happy. So let's jump into it. So we're going to start off with Micellar water. I'm using the Biologique. I'm almost finished. I have like a quarter left. So I'm very excited that I've been working through this product. It's going to just cleanse my skin. I'm going to just remove anything from last night, all of my oils and moisturizers. Next, I'm going to go in with my Quarterly, the Premier Crew. This is such a beautiful serum. This has been reformulated, and I've been using this on my skin. You know, I love Quarterly. I've been talking about them for like decades now, and I always use their beauty elixir, but their product, it's just so beautiful. It's definitely a great price point. French skincare. It's beautiful. She has a book, actually. I read her book, I think it's called The French Recipe. It could be could be saying that title wrong, but it's a really wonderful book to read from the creator of Caudalie. Oh, so wonderful. Then I'm going to go into my La Creme. This is really a nice cream for your skin. You can see it's nice and rich, beautiful. So I'm going to put this on. Cream is on the skin. I like to bring it down to the neck and my décolleté, especially at night. And then I'm going in with the eye cream. And this has a metal, it's really beautiful. It's almost like a little ball, kind of like an oval. And then the cream comes out at the top. So you just squeeze, you'll see the cream coming out. And then you can dot it onto your eyes. So just like having the cool Peter Thomas Roth hyaluronic cloud eye patches in the morning, this is going to also help with depuffing. It feels so good. Like literally you could sit here for like an hour and do this and be like, oh my gosh, it feels so cooling. And I didn't have this in the refrigerator. You can, but it's nice and cool. This metal tip is beautiful. I love it. I have noticed in editing, I usually have like cream on my eyelashes or my nose somewhere that's not always really worked in, but guess what? Those are on the chaotic, messy days, right? We all have those. So I'm going to go in with the La Roche-Posay SPF 50 mineral. A lot of comments about I don't put on enough enough sunscreen. I'm not putting on enough sunscreen. A lot of times, ladies, this is a tutorial just for you to see the process. It's not like I'm going outside. It's not, put on as much or as little sunscreen as you feel is important to your skin. I am not the sunscreen police. Okay, we put sunscreen on. We all know that. I live in South Florida. Yes, I'm using Retin-A sparingly every 4 days or so. But you do you. I mean, if you feel like I'm not putting on enough sunscreen, okay. It's so funny. I don't know. These comments sometimes are so funny. And the other day I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I feel like I have a little spot in my eyebrow. But then I got the comment, your eyebrows are so bushy, hairy, disgusting. I can't believe I couldn't concentrate on anything else. I'm like, yes, my eyebrows still have it. They're still there. Okay, good. I can move on with my day. Sunscreen is on. And ladies, you have to have a sense of humor. I hope you understand my humor. I do have a little bit more of a dry sense of humor, a little bit more sarcastic, which I guess people call passive aggressive, whatever. But you gotta have fun. You have to fun. You cannot take things so seriously. The eyebrow comments, I actually think that they're quite comical now because I've seen so many of them and I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. We are going in right with our eye and lip primer. We are going to tap, tap, tap. You can see that my eyelids are a little bit brown, darker. It looks like sometimes people have asked, oh, you have eyeshadow on? And no, I don't. That's just my natural pigmentation. So I'm going to go from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone, and I'm neutralizing this out. This is my first step, my step that I have to do. I have talked about how I cannot, when I'm on set doing someone's makeup, I cannot do their eyes without my eye and lip primer. This has been going on for, I think, 14 years now. And it's just such an important aspect to when I want my makeup to look a certain way on my client. And I achieve that by first doing the eye and lip primer. You can do too. You can take a little eye and lip primer. If you have something like this, I'm going to erase it. Like I can't do my makeup staring at this the whole time. We're just going to dot it. It'll neutralize it out right now because I just don't want to keep looking at that. Oh, I forgot to show you my dress that I'm wearing today. It's off the shoulder. It's really beautiful. I feel like it's going to go with like the theme of the venue. And I decided to pick Not Overlooked palette. This is one of my favorites. And the whole reason I named it Not Overlooked is that I feel that, and I think that we can all agree that women of a certain age are overlooked, whatever category you want to put that in. And I created a really beautiful, it's almost like a cashmere pink. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's a very everyday palette, if you will. I love it. Looks beautiful on. And when you wear it, you can say to yourself, it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm not overlooked. So that is just such a powerful mantra for me because, sometimes I feel like that, and that's not the way I want to feel. So again, we're going to just press this into the eye. I'm going to do a little bit more because I'm going to an event today. So I'm going to add on a little bit more color than I usually do. You can make it a wash if you want to. You can pile on because it's pigmented. You can layer, it's buildable. So I'm going to base of the lashes, going into the corner, coming up. So you can see this is a little bit more shadow than I normally would put on. But again, I am pressing it into the skin. I'm not going back and forth like this. I want the eyeshadow to really melt into my skin and look beautiful and just really have that pretty look. You can do a little softness, blending, so you don't feel like it just stops. You can do a little blending with when you first put this on, and then we'll go into a darker color, but we're gonna do the left eye now. So our first color is on for our eyeshadow. I'm gonna go into the darkest color now. I'm using my tapered contour brush here. I created 9 essential makeup brushes for you that are just very easy. The one brush you can buy by itself is the foundation buffing brush. I basically use that really to apply almost all of my makeup except for my eyeshadow sometimes. So it's a really useful brush. So I'm gonna go into the darkest color and I'm going to just concentrate on the outside here, and I'm gonna drag it underneath. So I'm going to just give that dimension in the outer corner here. Remember, I don't have anything on my skin as in foundation concealer, so I don't have to worry it's too far. We're going to clean that up with an Almay pad. So I'm going to work this in. It's almost like you're smudging it into that first color. You can go as high as you want, but I like to stay right underneath this brow bone so it's not too high. Now, if you feel, see how it looks, you're like, oh, it's not blended, Nicole, or it looks bad, or it's too much. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know how I always say that too. I'm going to go under a little bit here. Give that shadowing. Love that look. So just take your shadow brush that you used. You can just blend it out. Again, I want a little bit more shadow than normal. And take your finger if you feel like, you know what, I want it to be a little bit less at the top. You can, there are no rules. I want you to really understand that. If you put this on and if you put it on with your fingers and you're like, oh, I love this, put it on with your fingers. You don't have to always use brushes. So feel the skin. You know, touching your skin, really the heat of your finger helps melt in. You can see, like it helps blend. It really looks beautiful, and you don't have to feel like, oh, I can't do that. No, you can do whatever you want, ladies. Eyeshadow is on. I haven't done the brow bone, but I'm gonna take my Almay makeup remover pad and I'm going to just clean up on the end. You know, I like to take up anything that falls out. You can see crisp lines at the end, nice and up, not down. I don't want any of that eyeshadow falling down off my eye. It's not cute, it's not pretty, I don't like it. So now I'm just gonna wipe off my shadow brush, go into this beautiful matte, soft pink, and I'm going to just pop underneath the brows. Eyeshadow is on, going into curling my lashes. Again, you know how passionate I am that you curl your lashes. I have mentioned that our heated eyelash curler is coming back in, being redesigned, upgraded. I know that that is a really popular product with you ladies, and you're going to be so excited. So thank you for your patience. You know how I am. Everything has to be perfect, and I think about every little small detail, and I want it to be just perfect for you. So now we're going to go in with our cream liner, and let me see if I can find it. I have my dark brown little brush at the top going in with my cream liner. I've been on a little cream liner kick. I do the cream liner after I do the curling of the lashes because I don't want the lash curler to disrupt the eyeliner. So that is why there is a reason for every little step. Going right to the base of the lashes. This is going to really thicken up my lashes. I'm literally going to the base of my lashes. I am not making a huge line. I don't want to be a heavy line. I don't want it to overpower my eye. So again, tapering it down towards the nose, and I'm going to be coming out to just right to the end here. Now, if your eyes do slope down, in my last video I told you, if you have your eyes coming down or if you have hooded eyes, stop a little bit shorter, and I will show you how to blend it in the next step. But this is basically the way to get a really defined, beautiful eyeliner without the weight, without looking dated. And then you can take the rest that's left and just go underneath the lashes. Make sure you take all the rest of the product off of this brush or it will dry and clump and you're going to be a little frustrated when you try to use it again. And make sure you seal it very tightly so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to take my smudge brush, aka eraser brush. It's my little, I've been calling it eraser for years and years. So it basically will just erase any mistakes. Maybe you have shaky hands. Maybe you can't see as well. You know, did I tell you I'm wearing progressives now? I know. It's a little much, but I needed them and I feel like every 2 years they keep making my prescription stronger and then I take them off and I can't see a thing. So as the years have gone by, you've probably noticed I can't just use a mirror anymore. I'm like this. So the left eye sometimes is not as perfect as my right eye. So I take the eraser and I really like also to smudge up the line. It makes it just look softer, pretty. You know, so if it's a little bit, sometimes mine jumps up higher for some reason because of my eyesight, and I just make it perfect with this little brush. Going in with a little volumizing mascara, lots of little teeth on this brush, going to grab at the base of my lashes, wiggle, pull through. Base, I'm front loading it, ladies. I want that mascara nice and thick at the base. And then I want to pull through to the tips. Mascara is on, going right into our eyebrows, taking my Brow Fix in Cocoa. I'm going to just groom them, get them, you know, looking extra full and beautiful, just making them up and making them a little bit more uniformed. So the eyes are done. I'm going to go into foundation first before I do my concealer or any of my just brightener underneath my eye area. So I'm going to be using Forever from Ever. This is the foundation. It's made in Japan. It's like a serum foundation. It's very interesting. Years ago when I got it, the packaging, I was like, oh, it's so weird. It's so flat. I don't know if I like it. But then in my makeup kit, it's so beautiful because it takes up no room. It's flat. It's wonderful. So I really actually started to look. Do you see this? So beautiful. You know, I love serum foundations. You know, I love that feel. It makes your skin look so beautiful. Going in with my foundation buffing brush. Let me tell you what color this is. This is Extra Light Neutral. So I can get away with it. I can also, if I wanted to, I could add in a little Poolside or Rosé Please. This is a little highlighter to the skin. The Poolside would give it more of that bronzing. I am going to bronze up my skin today, so I'm not too worried, but it just neutral, I'm usually okay. If it has neutral in it, it'll be fine. It's not too light. So this goes on and it's like silky finish. It's thin, silky finish. This is Clean Beauty and you don't need a lot of it, but it just makes your skin look beautiful, not heavy. It's not weighing it down. You don't look at yourself and go, oh, I have so much foundation on. It's very pretty. You can feel too, it just like kind of grips the skin and lays really, really beautifully. Foundation has been buffed into the skin, even with just my eye and lip primer that I use to cover up the blemish that's more of like a little scab. And then this foundation over it, that's all I need. I can kind of see it a little bit, but I don't need to use the no redness because it really wasn't red. It was like a dark spot. It used to be red and then it decided to turn into something even more glamorous, right? So this is, if you haven't tried this foundation, this is beautiful. I love the fact that it just feels light. It just feels like a cloud, right? This is my whole, it makes me happy. I'm going to go into my Chanel cream bronzer and I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to, it just feels so beautiful over this foundation. Do you see that it's like this, it's almost like your own skin, this foundation. And I'm just going to put that bronzer right there. Not too much. See? And blend it in. Your skin feels so silky with this foundation on. I don't even know why I haven't been showing it to you before. All right. Of course, you know that I'm going to be taking my mood changer because we're going to change our mood today. Our happiness pills are in. We're feeling good. And I'm going to take my blush brush. And I usually like to do these two colors. I possibly might pop it. I think I might pop it a little bit with that pink today to give my cheeks that extra that extra before I get to my event today. All right, here we're gonna go for it, ladies. I'm gonna take that like that, pop it. Got it? Don't panic. I know you're panicking. Oh my gosh, Nicole, what did you just do? I'm gonna just take a clean powder brush or blush brush and work it in. So it doesn't look too, I want it to be like that because by the time I get to my event, it's not gonna be this punchy. Let's take a little Nikita Banana Brightener Powder, just T-zone. I'm gonna just T-zone it out, and I use the same brush. Usually I would use my powder brush, but I'm in a little bit of a rush. So we just did it like that, and we're gonna move on to our lips. Going into the lips, I'm gonna be using my vitamin E first to give that moisture. Then I'm going to be taking Satin, my waterproof lip liner, and we're going to line the lips. Lips are lined. I'm going to go into FBS, which stands for Fresh Beauty Studio. Beautiful, just soft pink that has more brown to it. High gloss, really moisturizing. Now I can take either Shams or I can take Cocoa 13 as my topper. So it just depends. Depending on, I'm wearing that pretty pink. Let's see, maybe I'll do, let's give it a little extra with the Cocoa 13. Lip gloss is on as my beautiful topper, little metallic flecks in there. And I know you thought I forgot about my under eyes. I'm going to take at the last step, so everything's on, how much do I really need? I don't want to overpower it. So I'm going to take my Lighten Up and I'm going to, I feel like it's a little dark up in this area, and I'm going to come down, not too far now because I already did my cheeks and what have you, a little bit of a different technique here. So I'm going in just down where I see the darkness, right in here, and then I'm going to take my foundation buffing brush and I'm going to push it into the skin. So I'm just pushing it into the skin, as you can see, lightening it up. Now in the inner corner though, I will take the concealer brush because the foundation buffing brush obviously is too big. So to do the little detail underneath my eye, since my eye makeup is on, I'm just going to do it like this, and you can go back and dust it with your brightening powder. Okay, ladies, we have set everything, taking down the Velcro curlers, and I'm going to put on the dress and see the full look come together. So this is the final look, ladies. I think that everything that I picked really works well with kind of the theme. This is a little bit lighter for me, but it's such a very pretty feminine pink. I'm going to be using a little Cocoa Mademoiselle for my hair mist. I feel like this is enough. I don't need a perfume. I just love that very light, beautiful scent when you walk in. I don't like anything overpowering. So my hair, and it just falls down a little bit on me too, I think it's enough. And I think this is a nice way to kind of save money. If you don't want to spend whatever it is for the perfume, you kind of get that same, it's not, obviously not, I mean, it's a mist, I get that, but that's how I do it sometimes. And I'm going to just do a little hairspray, keep this volume up. And I hope you really feel happy this week. Concentrate on balancing your hormones. Try the Winged Wellness Happiness. If you're feeling like, you know what, I want to try something that's new, that has all of these great ingredients from CBD, from all of these mood supporting elements. And you know, that's really just the vibe this week, ladies. Let's really concentrate. It's not just like, oh, let's be happy. Oh, I'm just going to be happy. No, I understand that. That's not what mental health is. It's all about taking time for yourself, helping yourself with certain products that could balance your mood, could help with what's going on, anxiety, feeling, you know, that you're just stressed and what have you. These are things that I do. I implement them in my week, my days, because it's very important to me. And I'm so happy you're here with me today. If you found this tutorial, you know, a great look, share it with your friends and like this, a comment. I want to hear from you. And you know, I will see you on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until my next video, I'll see you later.